Welcome to the first episode of Too Many Chairs. My name's Cole.
I'm Ari.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
Perfect.
Mine just
9.
Excuse me.
So Cameron likes like white-haired ice bitches, and so
Most of the time.
most of the time. But I've also shown him like other white-haired bitches, and he's like, no, that just doesn't do anything for my meat sickle.
Well, what's weirdest to me is I really like Shenhe from Genshin, and I'm neutral on Winter from Ruby, and they might as well be the same fucking person.
Yeah.
In 2 different universes.
Okay, so the first question that I had lined up was, what was the most terrifying or traumatic or a violation of an experience that you've had when you were younger?
We don't want to talk about that.
Oh, no. We don't need to go into like my mom used my father's legs to beat me after death. I'm talking about like as a kid, what is something that was traumatic that you did that was also stupid?
That
Oh my
did.
god, I already know.
Do you want to start us
Also,
off?
Can we like cut the sexy ice bitch off?
Wait,
No.
we've been recording this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's more organic.
Oh, okay. You totally got my burp then.
I didn't know you started recording when I brought that topic up.
Yeah.
Traumatic thing that I did.
Okay, so I know mine. So I have a very large habit of fiddling with things. So when I no, not fiddling, fidgeting. That's the word I wanted.
Just sitting there playing the fiddle. Little baby Ari.
I like that you know what I was imagining at first, but then I was just like Ari walking through the woods and finding a rusty hatchet and just being like, ooh.
So I was in kindergarten and I was wearing overalls and I was playing with like the buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
And so one of them came undone and I've been playing with it. And then I switched to the other ones because I liked to click them and stuff like that. And so I didn't realize the other one was undone already. And so I was clicking it and it came undone. And I didn't realize it. And I stood up and in the middle of my kindergarten classroom, my whole overalls just dropped to the floor. And I stood there in my underwear in front of my entire kindergarten class. And I was mortified. And it still lives with me to this day.
Oh, man.
Because for the longest time, like when I was a teenager, for the longest time, I thought I was going to get arrested.
For an incident that happens.
Yes,
Public indecency.
Yes! I thought I was going to be like arrested for public indecency
Throw this child in prison.
because I dropped my pants in the middle of my classroom.
Well, no, hold on. I don't think I've personally seen you in overalls the whole time that we've lived together. Is that why?
No. So I do enjoy overalls, and I have a pair of corduroy overalls that my mom gave me because they were hers when she was in the 80s.
When I was in, like a time traveler.
Yeah. I couldn't think of any.
Mother, could you please go retrieve my corduroys?
And so I have them, and I have another pair. I have a couple other like pairs of overall shorts, but they're not. I don't have them with me.
Yeah.
No, I have. You've seen me wear overalls because my Disney bound that I made.
Was I drinking whiskey that day?
Probably.
I have no idea, but
Because I was probably just drunk.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's fair.
But question.
Yes.
When do you have those dreams where you wake up or you go someplace and suddenly you are not wearing pants or clothes? And if you do, is that like suddenly you're in your kindergarten classroom and you're not wearing pants or clothes, but you're the age you are now?
No, I've not had that, but I have had times where I, because I dance and I wear a leotard and tights a lot of the time under whatever my clothes that I'm wearing for dance are, there have been times where I fully started to walk out of the house with no pants on even though I'm in a leotard and tights and I'm covered, I start walking out and I'm like, oh shit, I need pants.
See, I do that while I know that I'm clothed. Like, I do it a lot at work. Like, you know how I do like the ADHD, like touch all the pockets, make sure your stuff's not lost.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel a little bit of a breeze, and I know I tear the crotch, I blow the crotch, the taint patch right out of my pants all the time. I spend so much money on pants. But if I feel any gist of a breeze, I panic. I have a panic attack for like a millisecond, and I have to. I just caress my legs and feel my jeans, and I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing pants today.
Yeah, see, I don't think I have that, because like I've never really like, I don't know. I think I wear shorts so often to like bed and stuff like that I really don't notice when there's nothing on my legs. And again, because I dance and I'm in the leotard and tights, like I don't get phased by it as much. I feel like, because I'll be wearing a leotard and tights and I'll look down and like there's just nude legs in a black leotard, and I'm like, I don't think it bugs me, because I'm just like, these aren't my actual legs. There's a layer of fabric.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
These aren't my legs. That's what he was thinking.
Yeah. I was having like you know how Disney's got the horrible green color that makes you ignore it?
Mm-hmm.
It was like that was like green screen for you. The leotards, the green screen for your body, and you're just legs. And you're just up top, and you're just ahead, and you're like, yeah, those aren't mine.
Yeah.
All right, what about you?
Oh, my traumatic story?
Oh, as a child, something
I did that was dumb, that was traumatic.
Yeah.
Yes.
God forbid, I don't.
You heard it. My mom bought a bird.
Oh God.
Yeah. I don't know where this is going.
It was technically my mom's bird, though. My mom did not tell me what she was doing outside. She just went outside, and I was very young, and I did not know how to make food. But I had the bird on my shoulder, and I opened the back door, and she was directly outside the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And was quite literally right when I opened the door, started the lawnmower.
Oh my God!
And the bird promptly just fell off my shoulder.
Oh no!
Stiff as a board. Had a heart attack, I assume.
Can I say real quick? I thought you for a second immediately assumed the bird was turned into minced.
No.
I thought the bird was gonna get hit by the lawnmower.
Into some premium nugget matter.
At first, when you said you were cooking, I had no idea where you didn't know how to cook. I had no idea where that story was gonna go. Does the story get worse?
4 or 5. I was either 4 or 5. I cannot remember. Those 2 years are the same thing to me.
That's fair.
So I was very little. And my mom didn't even notice I had opened the door.
Oh no.
And just proceeded to get on the lawnmower and continue to mow the lawn. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this bird. And I closed the door and I didn't know what to do with it. So I put it on a paper plate.
I forgot about the paper plate.
Bon appetit!
I forgot.
And I just put it on the counter and stared at it. And I cried and cried and cried because I knew that this bird was dead.
Oh my God.
But I didn't know what to do. And my brain went, I love that bird.
Oh, I know. I'll put him on a plate.
And then my brain continued to go, oh, that was my mom's bird.
Oh my God.
So I put another paper plate on top, like paper towels in between.
Like leftover food.
I didn't want anything to get to it. I didn't know how long my mom would be cooking, so I put like paper towels in another plate, and I just sat in the kitchen crying.
I didn't know if you were like, and I put it in the microwave.
No, I didn't cook this bird in any way, shape, or form. I just sat there with it crying.
Well, see, no, it wasn't necessarily, I thought you were going to cook it on purpose. I thought you were going to cook it accidentally.
Yeah.
Like you opened the oven, the bird flew in the oven, and you closed it on accident.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Before you were like, oh shit!
The steps get progressively more as if you are trying to cook this bird into a meal. You're like, put them on the plate, and then I'll cover them up with another plate. And the kind of like how people put eggs in the microwave. I'll put the bird in the microwave.
This is one of my more mild traumatic childhood stories, mind you.
That's fair.
But no, little me was just sitting with a dead bird panicking, and then my mom came in, and her reaction was very like lackluster in emotion, which should have explains a lot of things.
Well, to be fair, if something dies, your mom would look at it and go, "We'll buy another one."
Which is essentially what she did.
Yeah.
She mostly was like, "Why did you open the door?" And I was like, "I'm hungry." And she was like, "Okay, whatever," and like moved on.
Oh my god.
So I was hungry, grieving, and ignored.
Oh god.
And I don't know what she did with that bird. I just know she took the plate and went to the other room.
Did you just toss it in the trash?
Probably.
God.
But no, little me killed a bird by accident because I was really hungry.
You're all burnt out?
Again, no one else wants to hear my other traumatic stories.
No, I've got mine, but if you want to go again, by all means, go again.
Another sad childhood bird story.
Oh god.
It was my bird. His name was Butchie. I loved him. He was a little green and yellow parakeet. He was my best friend because I had no friends.
Oh my god. That's relatable.
And I love that bird. He went pretty much everywhere in the house with me constantly. And I woke up I can't remember if I was coming back from somewhere or if I had woken up. But either way, I went to get my bird and I couldn't find him. And I, clear as day, do remember crying and running through the house. I quite literally, tiny little me, like lifted the corner of the mattress thinking I'd find the bird under the bed. And like wiggled myself under it and pushed the mattress with my back. I ripped up the sheets, the mattresses, the bookshelves, the chairs. Like I tore the house apart. I tried to move the couch. I crawled behind the entertainment center trying to look for this bird. Years later, again, I was 4 or 5 or like just about to turn 6 because I only lived with my mom for that amount of time. So that was little. Years later, I'm living with my dad. I'm 13. My mom goes, "Yeah, your bird got out of the house the night before because we were all drunk and thought it would be fun to have him fly back and forth to each other. And your aunt walked in and he just went out the door."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "You didn't tell me for years."
So hold on. Is this bird's possible death and or escape after the fact that you accidentally killed?
I cannot remember which bird came first.
Because if it was a
Which bird came
premeditated
first?
action on your mom's behalf, it'd be like, "I'll buy my child a bird. I'll get really drunk. And then we'll play frisbee with the bird."
Let's be real. My mom wasn't actually emotionally attached to her bird.
Yeah.
I think she just wanted a pet because
That's
all of
fair.
her sisters, when she was younger, had pets.
Yeah.
And she didn't have her own pet. So she wanted a pet that was hers. I don't think she actually cared about it. Again, I cannot remember which one came first. Much, very much so of my childhood is all the same time.
And it all
in my
involves
head.
traumatic bird deaths.
No, there's only 2 traumatic bird deaths.
There's a section of the backyard in that house on the lawn that is just bird graves.
No,
And they're all
no shit.
they're all cameras.
Grandma's backyard littered with dead cats.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
My grandpa is 80-something years old and has been living in that house since I want to say he was in his 30s. And he has had cats that entire time.
Mhm.
Not just had cats. He's had 4 to 5 cats, if not more, at a time. Actually, I never think they had more than 5 cats at a time. But either way, 5 or less, never less than 2 at a time for all those years.
Okay, then that
And
makes sense.
Every time one died, it got buried in the yard.
Yeah.
I know Adonis is back there, Tigger's back there, Lily's back there. I think Paisley's back there. I think Petunia's back there. I know my 2 cats are back there.
Mhm. And grandma's grass and garden and plants,
Beautiful.
lush.
So-
Beautiful. Squeaker, we don't know where she went. She knew she was going. And left.
Squeaker did the
Yeah.
normal cat thing where like the cat's like, well, I don't want to be food and I know I'm dying soon, so I'm
Yeah,
just
that
gonna
was
up
what
and
my
leave.
childhood cat
To
did.
be fair, Adonis did not get a choice in death.
Okay. You want to?
The neighborhood kids hung him.
Oh my god!
I have a picture of Adonis. He is a huge,
Oh!
like white
Oh.
ragdoll.
Holy shit! I thought you meant of the cat being hung.
No. I have a picture of my grandpa
too.
with the cat. No, I don't have a picture of the cat being hung. The neighborhood kids hung him.
Man, I'm
Did they
so
get
happy this is
In
lighthearted.
trouble?
I don't know. This was before my time.
Good, because then that would have added to the list
I
of
miss the
traumatic
good old
pet
cat
deaths.
hanging days.
I have actually more traumatic pet stories.
Oh my
but
god!
not birds.
Holy shit!
Peggy was my dog that my dad got me. She was my first dog, and I kid you not, we could not get her house broken for the life of us. So we brought her to a professional trainer, and the trainer, to my face, I was 7, said, and his words were, "I'm sorry, she's untrainable. I think she's retarded." And I was 7.
What?
Those were her words?
That was the dog trainer's words to me and my father.
What the fuck?
I was 7, and I love that dumb little dog.
If you said that to any family
Now,
today,
oh my god,
I would lose. Listen, I know our 2 cats.
you'd be out of a job.
I know our 2 cats have one brain cell to rub, but like to share back and forth
They
between the
rub
2 of them. They rub. That
Trying to
thing,
start that fire of knowledge.
and it doesn't work.
But that you,
But like, I know our cats are dumb, but if someone said that to me about the cats, I would deck them in the face.
well, yeah, I was 7. I didn't know what that even meant. I was
Oh,
like, what?
Is he sick? What do you mean?
oh my god.
And my dad was just like, that's not nice, but it makes sense. So I was like,
Holy hell.
Also, I will say quick, because the comment about your grandma's yard being beautiful because of all the dead cats. I had a bunny that I got for my birthday fell on Easter one year, and I'd been begging my mom for years for a rabbit. And I got one for my birthday that year because my mom was like, you know what? Like, might as well.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. No better day than today. And so I got a bunny for my birthday when it fell on Easter. And I remember opening up the box. This is an all black bunny. I opened up the box and I looked in. I didn't see anything at first because it was dark in the house. And I was like, and then she turned on the light and I just had a little twitchy nose. And he was so cute. His name was Shadow because I was original.
Warrior Cats inspired.
not yet.
No, I think I was a little too young for warrior cats still. But I used to play soccer with him. I would pick him up under his front paws and he would kick. He'd kick a little ball. It was fun. But anyway, eventually, long story short, he died of constipation.
Sometimes.
Holy.
And the
What? When I had a rabbit, he wouldn't stop shitting.
So basically, rabbits, like once a year, if they when they shed their long coat, if they ingest too much of their fur, at least this was my understanding that I had explained to me at like 6.
Yeah.
If like they groom themselves when they're shedding, like we had to feed him at one point. We had to feed him like some weird papaya mixture, and it made him poop.
Yeah.
And
For the fiber and everything.
yeah, and so I don't think we realized it was that time of the year. And so he had groomed so much when his like winter coat was shedding that it made him bind up and he died of constipation.
Oh my god.
And it was after we got back from like doing a shopping run too. So we had gotten him like a bunch of supplies, like we'd refreshed his supplies and we came home and he was dead.
That makes me wonder how many rabbits die in the wild because they got a cork situation going on.
I mean, they can eat what they want, though.
Yeah, they have a
Yeah,
little
true.
more more freedom with what they eat. And I feel like their diet probably has more fiber in it.
It's probably more balanced, yeah.
Lots of grass.
And so we planted
the rabbit right in the ground.
Gonna grow a new one.
About 3 feet down.
We buried him in the backyard.
Left his ears up.
And he did have ears that stuck up. And so we buried him in the backyard.
I'm just trying to imagine.
Did you just make this? Did you just pretend to pull my rabbit out of the ground like a fucking carrot?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
And in my head, I was like, yep, that rabbit tree is just about ripe.
Oh my god. But, and so we pretty much...
It works like potatoes.
Oh my god. You saw him bury it again?
All these shoots of different small ears come out of almost like its body becomes vacuous and these little ears pop out.
Oh my god.
They grow into smaller rabbits. But you wait until the old ears die off and then they're ready to harvest.
Oh my god.
And you're just covered in bunnies.
I apologize for making fun, I guess, of your dead rabbit.
My dead rabbit.
But he said we left the ears out, and my brain immediately went, whoop!
All right, well, when I tell mine, I'm going to change the tune of this because most of this has been dead animals.
Apologies to anyone listening.
Which I'm sure
Dramatic.
Which I'm sure is amazing.
But either way, when we buried him, there was this dead lilac tree. And then the next year, the lilac tree bloomed. And
finally, all the bunny nutrients I've been needing.
So my mom made this cute little remark because it bloomed while I was at summer camp, and I came home and she had saved me like a bundle of flowers, and she's like, "Shadow left you flowers." And my grandpa from the other room went, "Yeah, because you fertilized it."
He just needed some vitamin thumper.
But anyway, it's one of those things where at the time it was traumatic, but now I just kind of laugh about it.
Oh, see, the original
R.I.P.
topic
Shadow.
was stupid things you did as a child that caused said reaction.
I killed a bird.
The
I
first
dropped my
one was kind of there. You're probably responsible for this bird having a stroke.
Okay, but to be fair, the first story that was told was me dropping my drawers
True.
in a kindergarten classroom.
With the fiddling. There's my brain's fogged by dead animals.
I mean, I have another story, but it's dramatic.
Let's change. I'm going to change the course a little bit. Let's move away from dead pets.
It's not a dead pet. It's me injuring my stepfather.
Hey, this is kind of similar then. This we'll follow up with yours right after this one. So I had my very first cavity. I think I was like maybe 8. I was about 8 years old, and this is including my stepfather Alex, which I've told you, honey, about a few times. He's not a good human being by any means. So we went to the dentist. They were talking about getting me a root canal. They had just got done doing an okay amount of numbing to my mouth. I still felt the pressure and like bits of pain more towards the nerves. So they carved out a good section of the top molar over here, which still has a big fucking hole in it. It never got fixed. He never put any more money towards it because my mom would work. And then he would stop working, and then he would just sit at the house and smoke pot all day. So we're on. I'm sitting there in the office, and we had just gotten done. I got the stupid fucking little cotton straws that they put in your mouth.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the I will never ever taste my own saliva ever again sticks.
Yeah,
because it absorbs everything.
Yeah.
I have that. I have the gauze packed up in the back. I'm still numb. Every time I talk, it feels like my mouth is full of like sand covered jello. It's the worst feeling in the world. But after I received the traditional lollipop and such, Alex did feel a little bit bad. We went to the dollar store and we picked up one of those little, like, you load it one time. It comes with like 3 spare darts, like Nerf guns, and you cock it back.
Oh yeah. I had one of those.
Yeah, like these still sound like we got a few in our store right now.
Yeah.
But so no, so I'm sitting back there and I'm having a blast, quite literally, and I'm shooting the mirrors and everything. I have the sudden urge to shoot this man in the back of the head while he's driving down the highway.
Oh no!
So I load the gun and I kind of contemplate a little bit. I'm like, am I ready to make this decision? This will make me a man. This will be my first kill.
With a Nerf dart.
So I was like, while I'm in the moving
Your
vehicle.
grandpa will be proud of you.
My war hero of a grandfather. But so I got this gun cocked and I just have it in my lap and I'm staring at his head. And all my thoughts are switching between like, wow, I can't say anything. Like I'd love to give some kind of fun warning. But my tongue sounds like this. And so, but I sure enough, without too much of a second thought, I hold the gun up and I push it against the back of his head.
Oh my god!
I have this Nerf gun up, and immediately he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I bought that for you so you could leave me the hell alone," and blah 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 blah. And he just starts ranting, and so I can see him. I see him seeing me through the mirror doing this. And I'm just smiling. I'm so happy. I'm so happy at what this scene is. I've seen it in so many movies, and I feel like an action hero. And I'm taking out the big bad. And I can't remember what he screams, but it was something along the lines of, "Wait until your mother finds out that you stole that toy from the dollar store." He was trying to make it seem as though if I had been a bad child and I had taken it. And I was like, well, I know where the receipt's at. It's in the dash. I'll just show mom. So as he's doing this and he's yelling, we hit a little bit of, the little, like the side things.
The rumble strips.
I pulled the trigger on accident.
Oh my god.
Out of strictly being afraid. This caused him to, at the time he was driving a Volvo. And I say at the time because after this, there was no more Volvo.
Oh no.
After I pulled the trigger, it scared the shit out of him, which scared the shit out of me. And I remember leaning forward in as like a safety thing, like he's the only adult with me in the car. It's only us. I've never been in a speeding vehicle that has been unstable before. And I grab him around the neck. Oh
my god!
Which, this is my fault, which causes him to further freak out and completely rapidly jut and like turn the steering wheel off to the right.
This man probably thought you were actually
trying to John Wick his ass.
He's like, my stepson's going to kill me.
You're high on like pain meds.
Exactly. Which is probably why he also hit me and all these other horrible things later throughout the years, as he tried to portray the role of father. So yeah, we only flipped the Volvo once. So we are upside down in the vehicle in a ditch on the highway. And so me being a little bit high on what I could only assume was a mixture of Novocaine and laughing gas, whatever they gave me, the numbing agent. But I remember being upside down. I was completely fine. I remember being upside down in the car. And for some reason, I don't know, when I panic, I overproduce saliva. So I remember being upside down, blood rushing to my head, crying, trying to speak, but also in between going,
oh my god!
And Alex turns around and he doesn't say, "Are you okay? Is everything fine?" He goes, "Unbuckle your seatbelt."
Oh my god!
And in doing so, little me didn't know, the functions of gravity. I unbuckled my belt, and then you know how in the shittier older cars, the top, the blanket of the car on the roof unpeels itself, because of like heat. And we're still in Florida, so there's a lot of it. Just head against metal, boom.
Oh my god!
And that was I set myself up through a series of panicky actions to not only cause the very first car wreck I've ever been in, but after a dentist appointment, thank God my mouth was numb because I'm sure my tooth would have been ringing.
Oh my god. Jeez, mine does not feel traumatic anymore.
Why? Because you didn't start a car accident?
Or kill a bird. I just dropped my drawers in kindergarten.
Also, I'm sorry if it felt like I excused the jokes and comedy from the room while telling that story.
No, it's okay. I just couldn't decide how I wanted to react.
Yeah. So with the car accident story out of the way, comedy, you can come back into the room and sit down and you wanted to say something.
As yours more,
as a little kid when I lived with my mom, my stepdad also was not a good person. You know, like fairy tale stepmothers.
Oh my
I think that was me and Cole's dads. But I found a screwdriver.
Oh god.
And I would hide it. And my mom knew I had it, but she couldn't find it because I kept changing the hiding spot. But I would unscrew all of the chairs in the house.
Oh my. Why?
And like make them look like they were still together, so when my stepdad sat down, he'd fall on his ass.
That's that is the most chaotic.
Because he'd continue to be like, "God damn it, I'm getting fat," and I'd be like, "Yeah, you are."
Yeah, you are.
Oh my god.
But no, I just kept the screwdriver in the house to take apart various appliances to inconvenience it.
Please know that I am very accident prone and easily breakable. So if you do that to any of the chairs in the house, I will get hurt.
I have not done that since I lived with that man.
Good.
Another thing that he did that was actually funny. I also involves him getting injured. Is me and my cousins were jumping on my mom's bed and having a good old time jumping on the bed. And he walked in and he told us all to get off the bed. Let me show you how to actually do it. And proceeds to front flip onto the bed. And his foot went through the window. And he promptly had to go get stitches because he sliced his ankle open.
Oh my god. This man sounds somehow like the classic Florida man.
You know those little kid like plastic tyke chairs?
Oh my god.
That are like yay tall and yay wide.
Yeah.
Yes.
This man, not very tall, but like he was stocky. He was a very stocky built man. And I remember during Hurricane Charlie, walking into the living room in the middle of the night, all the lights are on, and this man is watching the news, sitting like this on this little kid type chair, only in his boxers, but his dick was out.
Okay, wait, I have a dick out story in a second.
I also have a dick out story, but it's not mine. It is also my stepfather's. And it was it's not even a story as much as it was, he was, you know, the tubs of icing that you put on cakes?
Yes.
So he just eats them.
I know. That's why you can't eat icing or cake anymore.
True enough, it's part of it, yeah. So he used to do, like, it's not stealing people's cars. What is it when when people don't pay their fucking...
repossess.
Yeah, he was a repo guy. Don't know why. God, my brain is on fire right now. So anyway, I walked into the room. I wanted to ask for a quick drink. It was late at night. I didn't know how to turn the power on for the trailer that he lived in the whole little repo lot thing.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, just watching late night talk shows, the shortest shorts you could short.
Oh my god.
And just fucking long hairy balls and short chubby dick out and just eating chocolate icing. And just...
Oh my god.
And I was like not worth
movie.
it. I'll just have a dry mouth.
See, mine. My family really like to go on cruises, and like we just haven't been on one in a while. They do enjoy cruises still, but we were on like Costa, which we don't go on any of their cruises anymore. Once their boats started sinking, because they had like 2 boat accidents in a year where their boats ran aground and sank.
Is this the company that like that was an entire like we're pretty sure the people that were managing the boat intentionally sank the boat to get away with money?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we watched an entire video on that.
Yes, there is a whole video on it. We've gone on a couple of their cruises.
That whole thing is part of that?
No, we
it's
just
the
went
same company though.
the same company. I was not on those ships.
I was like, oh my.
No, so on Costa Cruises, it's a lot of very old
We don't have a
Europeans.
share for you, Phoebe.
Sorry, Phoebe, you can't join the podcast. If you hear meowing, it's the cat.
We don't have cat-sized shares.
But so it's a lot of older European folks. So, and a lot of Italian folks, because Costa is an Italian company. And so we're out at the pool, and I was sitting there, and my cousin was sitting on a like lounge chair across from me, and there's a man sitting behind her. And so I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her, and I just watch this man grab a towel, sit down, and dry off his dick and balls.
Listen, he paid a lot of money to be able to do what he wants to.
Hold on. Was it all inclusive?
Oh God, I do not know. And so he sat there. He just sat there, not paying attention to his surroundings. Realized that I'm sitting directly across from him. Sees me, pretty much goes, oh, and just tucks it back in, gets up and walks
like a t-shirt.
no, like Speedo or sport shorts.
No, I know what you mean. I'm saying he just tucks his dick and balls into it like a t-shirt. Like you're like, oh no, my t-shirt's
yeah,
out.
pretty much. And he just walked away, and I just was staring at my cousin, wide-eyed, and she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I'll tell you later."
At least he had the courtesy to tuck it away. End to my story is I walked out
I'm
there,
sorry.
saw this, and I'm standing there, all of whatever 4 or 5 years old I was. I go, and he looks at me, and all he goes is, go back to bed, and immediately starts watching TV again. Didn't adjust or change anything, just gorilla stance still on this chair. And he had to have known they were out. It wasn't like a little bit. It's like his boxers were tucked around them.
Oh my God.
I was like, and I just went back to bed. I just nodded and was like, okay. This is the same man who had sex with my mom in my bed.
All right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
No.
That
was
so
a
much.
whole story.
That is so much.
Oh, there's way more.
I don't have enough White Claw for this.
Holy shit.
Also, we are not sponsored anytime we mentioned
Yeah, no.
anything.
White Claw is our warrior cat. We do have a chair for them.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. You read the books. Was there a White Claw
No.
warrior cat?
There was a White Paw.
There was
White
White
Paw.
Claw.
Close enough.
Wait, no, I think there was a fucking White Claw.
Well, this is your sign to make a knockoff alcohol seltzer brand. Call it White Paw.
There was what the fuck was his
I
name?
believe White Paw was Firestar's nephew who accidentally got his friend and Brightstar brutally mauled and murdered.
I don't
Okay.
know what the fuck you're talking
When
about.
I Google Warrior Cat's white,
Okay.
the first examples that pop up are White Storm, White Wing, White Tail. I'm searching White Claw.
Well,
Is there a
White
White?
Storm?
There's a White Claw.
White Storm was the nephew.
White Claw was a River Clan warrior under Crooked Star's leadership. There is a fucking warrior cat's named White Claw.
I feel so left out.
I
don't
feel like you would love Tall Star though.
I-
Because hold on, Tall Star is the leader of Wind Clan, and at
Yes.
some point, Shadow Clan, River Clan, and Thunder Clan are all fucking fighting, and Wind Clan is just there.
I
They're
feel like I couldn't read those books without laughing all
But
the
I
time.
kid you not, everyone ends up, like, all of the cats end up leaving Wind Clan or, like, just kind of shutting down in Wind Clan. And he's like, hey, it's just me now.
The fact
I'm just here chilling.
I'm
he's like the calmest, like, Well, this is happening. Cat in the entire
I will
series.
not lie, I cried when he died.
Mhm.
I can't. Okay, spoilers.
Sorry.
All of them die.
I cannot take a book seriously when it refers to normal house cats as kitty pets. That's all I will ever want to know about that series is that house pets are called kitty
I'm
pets.
pretty sure that Barley and Ravenclaw.
Barley was Barley Brown.
Barley, if I remember correctly,
Was
was
tan.
a black and like tan spotted cat.
Oh, that's
If I remember
that's
correctly.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that Barley and Ravenclaw were gay lovers.
Oh my god.
Because they essentially went, Ravenclaw, it's too dangerous for you to stay here. They want to kill you. And Barley was like, I'll take him in as a roommate. And then they were like, you can come back now. And he's like, no. And they just, it was
Nah.
just
I do
any
remember
single,
that.
like if Barley was brought up, Ravenclaw was there. If Ravenclaw was brought up, Barley was there. And they were like known to be very close-knit cats. I'm like, these cats are gay.
okay. All right. I do have one more question. Everyone
Okay.
gets one round to go.
Okay.
And then before we wrap everything up for the first episode.
Oh, we only have 2 questions.
Yeah, because we spent so long talking about dead pets.
True enough. So, what is one conspiracy theory hill that you're willing to die on?
Oh god. Okay, hold on.
Men who go squatching are just having gay sex in the woods. It is an excuse to get away from their wives.
Oh my god.
That is not the actual thing that I wish to say, but oh my god, I think it is true.
Hold on. I have
Well,
to
you
look
burned
up-
your one. That was your one.
Oh, okay.
I have to look up conspiracy theories.
Men that go
All right. Well, while
squatching.
you as you take your moment, the way that this planet that we live on is designed, with the grass, the rocks, the trees, the horrible fucking bushes, and etc.
You be nice to the bushes.
I'm nice to the bushes by not touching them. I give them their space. I don't think that the population is high. I do believe this population to be very small, but I think that there is some kind of reptile person that inhabits this planet. There's no
Honey, you believe in reptile people?
No.
a form of reptile people. A form of. There's no way in hell that anyone just all the time lives in Florida and goes, yeah, this is awesome. This is great.
It's gators. It's gators.
It's
wearing
sentient
humans.
gators. It's like
Gators
that
are-
episode of Rick and Morty when
Yeah.
they're the snakes, which is the only one I've seen.
Gators are
But it's gators.
anthropomorphic creatures that are gators most of the time. But then, like, when they're like, oh, I gotta go clock in at Sonic, I
Well, I
transform into
I
teenagers.
hope that all of them are aware that they're one of my favorite animals in the whole fucking world. And I love them. And if they want to start taking over, that's fine.
Okay, sorry. I'm still like, it's one of those things where I am like, I don't get that much into conspiracy theories other than to find them funny.
I know one that you believe in.
What?
That weird triangle you were telling us about, where if you drive
Oh,
through it, you
the
fucking turn
freaking
around.
bridge, the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Bridgewater Triangle.
Okay,
Did
so
you tell us about this?
You were very
Yes.
drunk.
You
okay,
were.
so I don't remember.
yes, I was telling you about it on the drive home from the show. in
Oh
Boston.
yeah, from
Yeah, you were-
we watched
my bim bam,
my boom bam,
my bim
my
bam.
boom bam, my bim bam, my brother.
Very
Yeah.
drunk.
You,
Yeah, because I was mixing whiskey and beer
yeah,
and-
you passed out as we were trying to leave Boston.
All I
And it
remember
was
is you
just
talking
like-
about Shit Scoop Girl, which we'll leave for another.
Oh my god, shit in her hand, girl.
Yeah, shit in
Whole
her
other
hand, girl.
Fucking episode. That we need to bring in a guest for that episode purely because I
Scott.
enjoy his
Yeah, let's just bring
reaction.
Scott in. We'll bring Scott
Yeah.
in for that.
He
as a guest.
started a whole thing of are you a scooper or a catcher now?
You're welcome, by the way.
We will have to add that on. So there is a place in Massachusetts called the Bridgewater Triangle. I don't know what makes it up, or what towns make it up, but one of my friends had a coworker who was driving northbound through the Bridgewater Triangle, blinked, and was going about 30 minutes north or 30 minutes away from where he had originally been, going south.
Yeah.
So instead of going northbound, he was now going southbound. And as someone who dissociates frequently while driving, I have to.
It's so good to know that.
Yes. Not if there's people in the car with me, because I'm so anxious about driving when there's people in the car with me. But I, as someone who frequently dissociates when I'm driving by myself, while there has been times when I've been like, how the fuck did I get home? I am entirely aware that whole time that I took the route home. Like, I know that I took the route home. Usually I'm just thinking about other things at the same time or just staring at the road.
Does
but
it make
I know
it feel
I'm
like
on
a
my way.
deja vu moment, or?
I mean, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I'm very monotonous routine sometimes. Yeah. So, like, everything, it's just a routine more than anything. But, yeah, so the Bridgewater Triangle, like, his coworker was going 30 minutes, or was, like, 30 minutes away from his destination going southbound. So he just got, like, essentially picked up and plopped going the other way. My experience in the Bridgewater Triangle was when I was coming back from a Renaissance fair, and we were looking for gas because we needed gas. And one of my friends was like, oh, hey, there's a gas station this way. Let's go this way. And we're like, okay. And then we realized we're in the fucking Bridgewater Triangle. And we're driving through. I swear to God, we were transported from, like, Massachusetts to rural fucking Texas. We were driving through. There are all these signs that say Jesus is Savior and, like, turn your lives to God and all that stuff. And we were standing there, and all of my friends, we just locked the car as we're driving. And we're like, we're going to round the corner, and there's just going to be a burning cross in the field with a bunch of KKK. Like, we're sitting there. We were for sure. We're like, we cannot get out of this car. We are going to be hate crimed instantaneously. And my friend who was sitting in the back, he was just sitting there. He's like, I feel like I'm going to step out and they're just going to smell the liberal on me. And he was the only straight cis person in the car, by the way. And so we're driving back, or we stop for gas just outside of the Bridgewater Triangle. I'm the only one that gets out. I'm still in partial Renaissance garb. And I get out, but I was the least conspicuous. I get out and I'm pumping gas, and I'm just staring at my friends through the windows, just like hoping. But yeah, anyway, that is I'm a big, like, Bermuda Triangle, Bridgewater Triangle,
yeah,
cryptids, like, all that shit. Atlantis.
The statue of Mothman's ass.
Oh, I want to see Mothman's ass.
Well, I'm glad that we got to cover so many topics. A big portion of dead animals, specifically pets.
Somehow that
all the way to hate crimes in the KKK, right there at the very end, and car accidents.
Welcome to the first episode.
Yeah, this is the first episode of Too Many Chairs. I'm glad you, whoever's listening, pulled up a seat or two. You can have two. There's so many. There's so many chairs. There's so many fucking chairs. But no, it's been fun. I'm Cole.
Oh, I'm Ari.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
Have a good fucking night. Oh, fuck. Why there's so many fucking chairs in this room?